Welcome back. So the question this time, is it reasonable to believe in life after death? Do we have any proof of life after death? It's a really good question and a difficult one. So we have faith, which we believe, and because of all the different things we have seen, all these other indications like God exists, and if God's in heaven, then there is life after death. That's one way to look at it. Over time, as we build a case for God in our minds and in our hearts and in our souls, and we accept God, then we believe that there is life after death. But if we didn't have all of that, is there any other evidence that shows us there is life after death? Because once you die and you're in heaven, you're not coming back in the same form to tell everybody, right? That's just the fact. So we're not going to expect there to be a lot of facts because people don't come back like that usually. Okay. Now there are some cases where people have died in hospitals, and they've been well documented over many decades now, where people have died and they've claimed to see heaven. Sometimes they'll describe bright lights, sometimes not, but they'll say that they've seen heaven and then they came back. Now that in itself, you might say, oh no, they were, when people are dying, things can happen in the brain that are unpredictable. Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying that's proof right there. But here's where it gets interesting. We have some documented cases where people have died and they've described things in the room, outside of the room, and even outside of the building of where that procedure or where they were dying. They can describe things that no one else would have known unless they were outside of their body and their soul could see these other things happening. And then after that, the soul was rejoined to the body and they came back to life. That is really the most compelling evidence we have. Some scientific physical proof that there is life after death. There is some indication there.